A man was walking down the street when he noticed a girl lying next to a broken-down scooter. As he got closer, his heart nearly stopped. It was the same student he had assaulted years ago, but something was off. She didn't react at all to his presence. "You don't remember me? Sorry, I think you've mistaken me for someone else." That's when he realized she had lost her memory. Seeing an opportunity, he offered to help fix her scooter, but the moment she stepped into his garage, he slammed the door shut behind her. Afterward, he casually went to meet a wealthy woman for dinner, as if nothing had happened. He figured, just like before, the girl would suffer in silence. But this time, she didn't just remember. She snapped. The trauma awakened a second personality, one that didn't cry, but fought back. That night, she returned. She stood just outside the garage window, luring him closer. When he stepped out, confused by the noise, she activated the car lift and crushed him underneath. He barely survived the blow, but she made sure he wouldn't a second time. Wearing a mask, she ended his life with her own hands. But her past wasn't done with her. One of the thug's old lackeys tracked her down. He had been there during the first assault, recording the whole thing. Worse, he was her classmate. She had once begged him for help. Now, he wanted money, or the video would be leaked. The girl pretended to agree, asking him to meet at night. He showed up smug and confident, but seconds later, she ran him over, then staged it as a suicide from a nearby rooftop. That moment changed everything. She was done hiding, done being afraid. Her next target? Her boss. A man who had constantly touched and harassed her, thinking she was too timid to fight back. But today, she wasn't alone. Her second self whispered strength into her ears. She dressed up and visited him after hours. He made his usual move, but this time, her eyes weren't scared, they were cold. When he tried to flee, she dragged him back and tied him to a chair. "You like this? Since the day I started working here, you've used your power to humiliate me." He screamed for help, but she leaned in close and whispered, "Did anyone hear me when I was begging for help?" He tried to play the family card, mentioning his wife and kids, but her second self didn't care. She pulled out a plastic bag and wrapped it around his head. "This is what it feels like." She didn't stop until it was over, but just when she thought it was done, she saw something in the blackmail video. A third man, someone she once dated, a rich, arrogant heir. That night, she knocked on his door, dressed in red. He thought she was here to flirt. He had no idea she came for justice. Hours later, police were called to his house. It had been bombed. Far away, at the edge of a lighthouse by the sea, the man was tied to a chair. "You could have just killed me at home," he cried. "But that would have been too easy," she said. She wanted him to feel every second of pain, the same pain she had carried for years. This was the lighthouse across the shore, a story of pain, rage, and justice, and the woman who became her own savior.